What's up? What's up, man? We back with this West of the 110. I got my boy Texas in here, man. He up there in that Dallas area, you know what I'm saying? You know me, out here on the west of this 110, you know. What up, Texas, man? What's the word, man? Let everybody know what's up.
Shit, man, what it do, yo? The boy Big Tex, man, in there. Holla, my boy E. You know what we do out here, man. Just hanging, chilling on it, bro. One day at a time, man. That's about it, bro. One day at a time. What you got new, man? What you got going on your
That's
end?
what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Hey, man, same old thing, man. Just I'm not gonna say maintaining. You know, we out here living. We trying to we doing it big. You know what I'm saying? Just
when they do, they win. And
you
then on
doing
the
it big,
defensive
ain't
end,
like
that's
everybody
what
else doing
Warren
it
has
big,
struggled
but
with
we doing it
as
big.
of
You know what
late on
I'm
the
saying?
defensive end. And then that allows them to then be able to set their
What's
defense
up, Russ,
and be
man?
able to
Hey,
have
Russ, man, turn your damn CNN
on
down.
a mismatch or something.
What down?
So I think that from the Lakers standpoint, that's what they're at. Houston, listen.
What's the word, Russ, man? Hey, we got my boy Texas up there in the Dallas area. It's my boy Russ Stringfellow out of Houston, man. Y'all familiar with Russ? What's the word, Russ, man? How's your week starting off so far, and how was your weekend?
I can't complain, Don't make any sense. Nobody really care anyway. So, but it's a good week. Good Monday, so it's all good.
Hey, man, to that one, man. That's about it, bro.
What's going on with you guys?
Well,
That's
like you
what's
said,
up,
we
man.
gonna
That's what's up,
maintain,
man.
we gonna
Like I say, man, we here. You know what I'm saying? Let's start this
Straight 30. Should be a fun one.
Monday off right.
Reggie Miller and Lauren Guevara there at Crypto.com. We'll see you next time. Enjoy the game.
So I see you got your Black Power background.
Hell yeah.
You got your fist up today.
What was that?
Russ, bro, what part of Houston you from, man?
I see you got your Black Power background going on. Cloverland.
Okay. Cloverland. What high school you went to?
You know it.
Cloverland.
Oh, Lamar.
Okay, you went to Lamar. I went to Cashmere for.
I went to Lamar. Oh, all right. Yeah, it was on the north side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I stay on the south side, but
North,
I know
north.
where it is. Yeah. When you went out,
yeah,
when
man.
did you
Hey.
go
there?
I say, when did you go there?
What was that, bro? Man, Houston was 98, 98, 99? Like 98, 99.
Okay. All right. All right. It's a little bit after me.
Yo, what's up?
Yep.
What's up, B? What's up, Brandon?
Not much. What's the deal with you, man? What's going on with y'all?
Same old shit. You know, windy out here in California, fucking with the service. That's about it. You know, how was your weekend and how your week starting so far?
Weekend was solid, man. Just was grinding. We starting cool. You feel me? My son a little under the weather, but other than that, everything is cool. How you feeling?
I'm all good, man. All good, man. Just chilling. You know, I know some people may be asking or wondering why this title is "Are You Fooled?" You know, you have conversations through the week. You hear some people talking crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? You have to ask a question. You know, some people say, "I ain't no damn fool." You got to ask them, "Are you fooled?" You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Just you know, I'm good. You know, just some stuff that went on through the week. But other than that, we here, man. Shit. What's been going on though, man? It's been some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? That we touched on. You know, the interview that B had the other day. You know what I'm saying? Which was pretty cool. We got some pretty good feedback. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people really appreciated that. So you know, so thanks for that. You know what I'm saying? Because our time is limited now, especially if you're a father. You know, you don't have that much time. You know,
right? Real talk.
Real talk. Hey, man, but let me ask y'all this real quick. It's something that happened a while ago. I mean, a couple years ago, but I want to get your opinion on this, man. I know you probably seen this, B. It was and I think I posted this video on social media about a couple months ago, but it was this San Bernardino or Paris, well, in the city of Paris, California. This school police officer, Val Verde, school police in the Val Verde school district. His name is Zachariah McKnight. He had a video where he was dancing at a pep rally. I don't know if y'all seen that video I posted. This cop dancing at a pep rally in front of a lot of high school kids and stuff. But suing the district now, you know, he's alleging that he was disciplined for not assigning overtime properly. You know, also disciplined for rolling lights and sirens without approval. But when other non-black officers were not disciplined for doing the same thing, then he also alleged they made comments of, you know, stuff he was eating at lunch. He would bring chicken. They would make comments of that, and, you know, make comments of him participating in school events where he would have to dance for the students, but mind you, it's for the students. And lastly, also, he alleged his superiors coerced him into board meetings to speak because the board member was a black man. They wanted him to speak, saying that he would be more likely to listen to another black man. So, you know, the school responded, said they instructed not to comment based on pending investigation. What do y'all think about that, man? Do y'all think it's, you know, a lot of people say it's not, but is it discrimination in these police forces, school police, local? You know, what do y'all think?
What is there discrimination in the police force amongst each other?
I mean, just in general, because a lot of people. No, well, my question is based on to what he's suing for. His lawsuit is for discrimination and harassment. Now, you've heard other cases like this in California. Chris Donner, you know, the thing that went on with him, like he alleged racism and things like this. So a lot of people don't think it's real. Do y'all think this is real or fake?
I mean, I think it's real. I mean, it's racism within the police force, you know, amongst themselves. I think black officers are often pressured to assimilate into the culture in which they have to sometimes overlook or have to tolerate things that they probably shouldn't. Because, like I say, because you depend on that person. And you know, it's the blue code more than it is a black and white thing. So you're not going to go tell on another officer for saying something that might be kind of offhanded, because you might need that officer at some point to come to your back. So I think they let a lot of shit slide.
So do you still think that's a real thing, the blue code?
Oh, yeah, I think it still exists.
You know what? I totally agree with that. I feel like it exists because, I mean, man, you see it in a lot of videos these days now where the brothers just literally kind of standing by, kind of just sitting back watching, because it's like either I can either help or I can just throw my career away. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's like I really do believe that blue brother thing is a true thing, and I just really think that it's kind of hard for the brother to actually try to look after his own when you got what you call it? Don't they do like some initiation type journal or something? When you go through the academy or whatever.
Nation.
So see, I'm thinking. Okay,
these
so basically
these little gangs amongst them, the gangs and shit.
Okay, so yeah, man, I really believe that is kind of a real thing. So I mean, that's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
What you think about that, B?
Yeah, I would have to agree, man. It's definitely discrimination. I know maybe about 2-3 weeks ago, the news just put out there that LAPD was practicing discriminatory practices on the hiring front, you know, they had discovered text messages of recruitment officers saying racist stuff about potential candidates and these candidates not getting a job. I think a lot of times when you do make it in there and you make it on any police force, it's an unwritten, unspoken code, and you kind of got to conform to the ideas of the police force. You know what I mean? It's my opinion. Once you put on that uniform, it's hard for you to continue to try to be yourself because you're going to be under the pressures of everybody else. You know, it's you against how many other people. And every time you have a whistleblower or somebody that's standing up and telling the truth, they usually ostracized, bullied, ousted of the circle. And, you know, like you were saying, you got to depend on these people to protect you in a volatile situation. Shit, they might let your ass get shot and bleed out. So, you know, you are definitely stuck between a rock and a hard place when it comes to being a and trying to be an honest one and a good one, you know.
I mean, hey, can you elaborate on that? Because it may be some people who listen and be like, I don't believe that, man. Some people still believe. I don't believe the police would do that.
Yeah, I think those are people who who probably had different experiences than I have or you have or anybody else on this show has had. Some people are blessed with the benefit of living in a bubble, and when things don't penetrate that bubble, they don't believe it. You know what I mean? They don't, but they hear about it. They hear the stories. It's in the back of their mind, and then when they finally have a negative encounter, you always see a video of somebody saying, "Hey, you treat me like a nigga. You treat me like I'm black." Oh, so y'all do understand it's going on, but as long as it don't invade your space, you turn a blind eye to it. People know what's going on. It's too many cameras nowadays for you not to know what's going on. It's right in your face, you know. But it's called denial, and they be complicit by being silent. So
Yeah. You know, I'm glad you said that. Some people feel like being silent is good. Sometimes being silent is even worse than, you know, not speaking up. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes some people just try to just stay out of it. That's not good all the time.
No, I mean you helping promote sometimes a bad situation by saying nothing. You're basically encouraging it because you're not doing anything to fight against it. It's more of a self-interest type thing. You know, I mean, it's more of a self-interest
Uncle Tom,
type
or you
thing.
gonna be like it's right now, man. It's the law of the land, man. It's either it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, like you said. In this, like my man said, there's so many people in denial, and it's right. It's like they spitting it right in your face to see, and everybody just in denial with it, man. But it's like they say, man. One day, man. One day, we're gonna get this shit together.
We all got different experiences.
That's fact. That's like some people.
All got different experiences, and then some people just can't relate, or they can't fathom the idea that a police officer would do anything to infringe on somebody else's rights because they haven't had the same experiences that, you know, many of us on this board have. Because I mean, shit, it's a whole different attitude.
It just like you say, it's just fucking delusion.
Right, it's delusion, and they was just like the
delusion and denial, like they said before. That's almost that's something like a man and a woman who are married, not to each other, but they're married and they're cheating on their spouse to date each other, then think they're gonna trust each other. That's fucking delusion.
That should be sounding personal.
No.
Oh boy.
Hey, yeah, you see shit like that in California daily. You know, I was speaking about that with somebody earlier. You know, one of our old coworkers who was in a situation like that. Like, I'm like, you know, in management, I'm like, can you believe that? Like, how the hell do you step out on your spouse to be with each other, then marry each other, and then feel like you're gonna trust each other? What kind of shit is that?
Yeah. Like I say, whatever floats your boat, man. Shit.
That's delusion. I
Whatever
tell you,
floats your
man, go
boat.
hit that. Hey, Texas, man. How many times you been on that Harry Hines blade up there in Dallas, man?
You breaking up? What'd you say?
He asking
I
about
said,
how
how
many
many times
times
you
you
done went
been
up to
on
that
his
Harry
shit.
Hines blade in Dallas, man?
You said, boy, man, hey, no Harry Hines for me, bro. No Harry Hines. Everybody on Harry Hines do powder.
No more, huh?
No more. He said no more. No more. Never was on it, fam. Never was on it. Nah, I can't do none of that. I'm trying to catch up with the man. Y'all was broken up for a minute. I'm trying to see what was all the conversation about. I think I'm catching up late.
Y'all know what it is, man. This weather's crazy. This shit is crazy, man. Maybe you should get from under that bunker and you'll get better service.
Look, here we go. Look, here we go. Here we go.
Hey, what up, Yogi? My boy Yogi, what's the weather like in Arizona, man? You on?
Yeah, what's going on, man? It's about a smooth 80. It's about a smooth 80 degrees out here, man.
What's that? He got that good weather.
80 degrees.
Oh yeah, it's getting
good weather.
Yeah, we got some pretty decent weather.
Hey, man. Hey, Yogi, Russ want to know, is the tariffs affecting the ladies of the night on the blade around you? Because around him, he said he's had no luck lately.
Shit, I don't gotta go in that area, man. I don't know. The terrorists might have knocked 27th out of business over here.
Look, I thought they only put the tariffs on foreign imports. I'm not looking for
Yeah,
foreign
yeah.
imports. I'm more of a domestic shopper.
You said you looking for a domestic strawberry, huh?
I'm looking for more of a domestic shopper. I'm not looking for imports.
Yeah, man. I mean, terrorists ain't.
Shit, man.
I mean, out here, I guess why I say you don't see too many, impacts on tariffs, man.
Hey, Yogi, and while we speaking of tariffs, man, like this is a part of the title today. Are you fooled, man? This is a conversation I had early on the West of the 110 page with some of the people who follow the Steve Harvey show. A lot of them said I was delusional. You know, a lot of people was coming to the defense of Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Like let me say this. I don't wish war amongst nobody. I don't wish who the hell want somebody being, killed over bullshit. None of that. But just saying, a lot of the money that's coming to fund that war comes from American taxpayers. Have we've been seeing from the media, and as of lately, a lot of that money has had no accounted for. Like they're trying to figure out where's a lot of it going. If they sent 100 billion, they've only received 50. Where's the other 50? Then you do some statistics. In 2021, the number of luxury cars sold in the Ukraine was like at about 5.5 thousand. Then during war, amongst all the money being received from America, the number like doubled. So I'm saying, like, in war, who the hell's thinking about buying a luxury car? So I say, are some people fooled? Are some people fooled? Especially people who what gets on my nerves, some of the elder black people. I'm talking about these late 60s, 70s who always want to tell people this, that, and that. I had one older black dude, he basically wants to chew my head off about Ukraine. And I'm like, you have no idea of the background history of that country towards black people. You seen what went on when the war started. They didn't even want to help the blacks get out of the country.
Right.
So
I mean, but that's pretty much a worldwide attitude toward black people. It's not just specific to the Ukraine. in most of Eastern
No,
Europe,
you're right.
Black people aren't,
You're right.
predominantly welcome. So that's not just them.
You're right. You're 100% right. But my thing is, this is a question for all of y'all. How do y'all feel about the people that want to attack another black person and sticking up for a country that wouldn't stick up for them?
Delusion. Trying to do the quote unquote right thing.
Another,
I mean, that's basically what
another
it
case
is.
of the damn if you do, if damn if you don't.
Well, sometimes you just do the right thing. It might not be beneficial to you, but that's what
And see, that's what's black people problem, that I don't give a fuck attitude. It's like, whatever, if it don't affect me, I don't give two shits about it. But in the long run, it's gonna affect you. Then you have a problem with it.
Yeah. Well, black people got a lot of problems.
That part.
Well, and see,
It's not
that's the thing.
That part.
That's the thing. Everybody in the black community talks about the problems, but nobody tries to come up with real, actual solutions that will work. I don't want no bullshit about let's get a flag football game and you gonna have fun. Fuck that.
Check this out. The last thing you said was work. Motherfuckers gonna talk a whole lot of shit, bro, but when it comes to doing the work, motherfuckers don't want to do it. That's all it is. At the end of the day, everybody talk about what they want and how they want the house on the hill, and they want they family to do this, and they want their kids to be here. Motherfuckers don't want to put in no work.
And why is that? That's a question I want to get into also. Why is that? Why is it that this generation, I'm talking about the people that may be 39 to 50 right now, why is it that we have to work harder? I have my opinion. I want to hear you guys' opinion.
Why nobody wants to do that?
What?
I think people work harder. I think a lot of people work a whole lot harder than they have to, because everybody is trying to impress somebody. Everybody's trying to live outside their means to make it like it's something that it's not. So at the end of the day, if everybody stopped worrying about everybody else and stop trying to impress the next man, and honestly, I ain't gonna say it's too much on the women. With that, it's a whole lot of shit I can get on the subject when it comes to how I feel like this shit should go, and then everything would change. But for right now, man, it's just people don't want to do no work for nothing. And then, like I said, once you get comfortable, man, and it's I'm gonna sit here, motherfuckers really gonna sit, bro, and just be complacent with themselves.
Why can't a lot of black people break that comfortability?
Because you got to put in work, and then you got to take accountability for yourself. If you can't take accountability for yourself and your own fuck ups, then you really can't go nowhere with it. Because a lot of people gonna blame it at some point. At some point, your failure, you're gonna try to put it on somebody else. At some point in your life, everything that you have not become, you're gonna try to put it on somebody else, instead of just owning up to everything that I didn't did this, I didn't. Instead of just putting it all on yourself. Nobody wants to take a full L.
Yeah, I mean, it's always easier to believe that somebody else has a hand in your downfall or your inability to achieve something, some outward force other than yourself. But that's a hard look. You look in the mirror and say, "I fucked up."
Man,
I did. So many people don't want to do that.
That's real, and it's uncomfortable putting in the work. It's easy to not do nothing and live a certain lifestyle. It's easy, but when you got to step out your comfort zone, man, that's hard. And then a lot of people, I think, let fear hold them back.
Man.
Fear and failing, and really, failing shouldn't even be a fear, but more so like a lesson of what not to do next time. All right, it didn't work that way. Let me try it this way. But if you don't do nothing, well, you can't, and you don't try, you'll be like, well, at least I didn't fail. I think that's how a lot of people's mindset is. Like, and at the same time, I said this about, people actually making it is scary too. Sometimes it's scarier than failing for some people, because you make a whole nother set of pressures, and depending on you know, how you grew up or where you coming from. Now you got people depending on you and stuff, and that's the scary part for a lot of people. What if I actually succeed, and now I got to manage this new life? They like, I'd rather not try.
Not failing, you not trying. To be honest about it, to grow.
Some people don't even know how to try
You gonna fail.
at something.
If you ain't failing, you not trying. Because you're not going to succeed at everything that you try or that you go after. Sometimes you going to fail, but it's still about growth sometimes. It's not about actually, you might not achieve it, but you're growing, and that's going in the right direction.
Right. And just that word right there, growth hurt a lot of different ways because you outgrow certain things and you disconnect from certain people. And I think a lot of people are scared to lose whatever it is that they have in that moment. You know, what if these people
by being comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
By being comfortable, like you said. They don't want to lose that sense of comfortability.
That's it. That's all it is.
That's what growth is. Growth don't cause you to lose that.
Right.
Don't have to stay
Well, I mean,
in the comfort zone.
I agree. I agree with what y'all saying. You know, I mean, but I tell people all this. I agree. You can't blame it on anybody. But my thing is, people forget about that lost generation. I don't know if you ever heard that saying. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a loss. There was a loss some years there. If y'all get my drift, you know what I'm saying? Well, I can't say that for everybody. Brandon know what I'm talking about. Texas, you know what I'm talking about. You was in California for a while. You seen that shit. California was a different atmosphere.
Okay. Look, now check this. Me and little bros talk about this all the time. Now, I say the same thing when I say a lost generation, as in from where we were, and how we grew up. Something, because everybody's what, probably in the 2-3 year range of everybody, right? We all each other's peers, basically. Okay, so from us, and I'm going off how you said, Eve, from us growing up and hooping all as youngins, bro. The life we lived, from us being kids to being teens to like the early 20s, bro. It went from like, that's why I tell people, like, we literally was at house parties, man. Like life was really fun, yo. And then it was like, it supposed to like fade off to something, but it didn't. It like missed something, and it went to straight violence. Like everything was just violence after a minute. I was like, bro, and I kept telling people, like, what happened?
Bro,
like,
we was there.
Were we?
We was there. We was there. Shit, we was at the party. Rest in peace to Devin.
Facts,
shit, we was there. Me and that nigga was walking out the door.
Yeah, facts. But we were still having fun though. That's what I'm saying. Like we was in bad times, because times was always bad, but we made the best out of it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like bro, literally when I came back to Texas, bro, when I say it's so country out here where I'm at, fam, in this area, and everybody wants to be so hard, and I'm like, where the fuck, like what happened to the fun? Like y'all niggas don't know no fun, bro. That's why when I be talking, when I say I miss all my Cali guys, because it's like bros can get together and act a nut just on the guys hanging with guys, and niggas ain't trying to be on no hardcore. Everywhere you go now, niggas trying to prove they nuts. Like bro, y'all niggas don't like to smile or nothing. Like it's always beef. Like, come on, yo, like for real, nigga, hug your bro, man. What's wrong? Like, let me tell nigga, y'all don't tell y'all folks y'all love them, man. Y'all niggas walking around, that's my baby. What up, my love, my heart. Man, y'all grown ass men calling like, what's wrong with y'all, bro? That's what I'm saying. Like something. When you say that, that's what I'm saying. Something is missing from where once we got to a certain age, it's like the torch completely dropped off and it went on some off the curb type shit. Like it's just hella weird now. But I don't know, bro. It's just like man, I don't know. That shit angers me, man. It angers me. And I ain't even that old, bro. Like I ain't even that old, but it just angers me because it's like, what happened to people really wanting to have fun, man? Like I guarantee, bro. Only person I know here is E. But I guarantee, bro, if we all hung out, man, niggas probably gonna have a good time, man. Just on some grown ass men going out to have a good time. But like when you want to really go do that, you got all these YNs on some weirdo stuff. And it's like, bro, what you trying to prove? Like nobody trying to prove nothing. We trying to have a good time.
Hey,
Well, they don't know how. I say this all the time. They don't know how. Go ahead, B.
no, I was about to say what he said is some real stuff too, man. Because I was thinking something like that one time, you know, just out in public, and if I make eye contact with somebody or whatever, or walking past another brother, I'm just like, hey, what's up with you, man? How you doing? And niggas be straight frown mad off. I'm like, damn. Like my boy said, niggas is afraid to smile and be friendly. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, we grown men and we passing by each other. We can't say, hey, what's going on? How you doing? But niggas is just angry for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's like, damn, bro. All right. Hey, whatever. Have a good day, nigga.
Maybe it could be potentially an environment.
Man, it'll be some shit like, man, we in the produce section of the grocery store. Like, niggas can't be friendly by the tomatoes. Like,
Hey, on me. Nigga not buy the tomatoes, not buy the motherfucking burgers or nothing.
man, right now. How you been hard holding? I don't
It's
understand.
like we look at each other as the threat. We don't look at other races like that. Just when we see a nigga, like, you know, maybe not just a random, but you know, motherfucker, just I don't know. That's just my
real.
personal.
That's real
I think
talk.
black people look at other black people like threat.
No violence against them, but I find it very intriguing how somebody white really walk in a treacherous neighborhood, but you be black is on your top, and it's like, damn, this white lady just walked past here wearing Uggs and Lululemon outfit, and y'all niggas put the out. Fuck, but in condition to see each other as a, that's what we get.
It's how we was raised. How we, you know, if you look at how we
I've said
was
this
raised,
multiple times.
What did you say?
A lot of people don't know how to attack nobody else but somebody that looks just like them.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what? I didn't heard some people say too.
Like real talk.
That to the penitentiary, they was like, it's crazy how on the streets niggas is fighting, but and behind the wall, niggas got to work together and get along. And it's like, why you can't let that translate on the street?
Ain't that crazy?
It's wild.
You got to in there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Working together, banding together. So you can take that same mentality and bring it out here on the streets and everything will be gravy.
Because in the pen, bro, you got to drop an ego. In the pen, you got to drop your ego.
Hey, I like that. That's real. The ego is a motherfucker, and
you can't take your hammer in the pen with you.
You can't take it in there. You can't take it. You see, that's one thing I tell these youngins now, man. I was like, bro, I think that's the era that's really, man. We used to box, yo. If you got your ass whooped, man, you get your ass whooped. Like it wouldn't know, oh man, I gotta kill this man after I get my ass whooped. Is I need the rematch. If you whoop me that time, I might be done. But other than that, like I said, everybody on the streets got an ego, man. It's like, nah, I can't look like this. Like, bro, why? You been getting your ass whooped. If you was getting your ass whooped by your mama and your daddy or your grandma or your grandpa, you been getting your ass whooped all your life. What's wrong with taking you being by a grown ass person? What's wrong with taking another ass whooping and going back for a rematch? So
right
outside of the pen, bro, everybody got egos.
Yeah, nobody want to be publicly humiliated.
That part.
shit, you know, when they're gonna post shit on social media and everybody gonna know about it, and they're not gonna lose face. That's really what it's about.
That's what it's about.
The embarrassment, you know, shit. They got hands put on them, so they don't want to look weak in front of the dudes or they other for some hoes. So they gonna go out here and now they got to get the gun. That's the next step. And shit, a lot of times that's the first step.
They throw your life away.
What'd you say, Russ? Hey, so Russ, you ain't gonna let one of them young niggas get the jump on you. What if you get the jump on you? You ain't gonna come back around the block with that 38 special for him?
Shit, he ain't gonna get the jump on me. Shit, I'm jumping out the car. I'm ready. I automatically assume he got a gun and he ready.
Oh.
Hey, Tars, Tars, hey, Russ, say for instance somebody like me, you step on my shoe and I press you, and what you gonna do? You gonna pull a gun on me?
No, look. I had an incident. It was about a couple months ago. I was going down the street and I almost got over on this dude. It was a little young dude. I mean, but I didn't hit him. I didn't make contact with him or anything. But he got really upset. You know, he rolled down the window. He blah 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 blah, and I say, "Oh shit, this damn fool here. He gonna be a problem." So I pull into the Family Dollar because that's where I was going. He follows me into the parking lot. So at this point, I say, "Oh shit!" So I get my gun. So I go on to the Family Dollar, and he all up in my face, and I just tell him, you know, man, I'm feeling unsafe right now, and I'm fearing for my life, and that's the only last thing I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I think he got the message pretty quickly.
He definitely got
that. So you were saying you were going to end that brother's life that night if he stepped up to you the wrong way.
I told him I was fearing for my safety.
So again, I will say, if that young man would have got out of line, you would have put a few hot slugs in his ass, if that's what you were saying.
Right there in the Family Dollar.
And you see, that is part of the problem too. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm almost certain if that was a white man, you wouldn't be thinking like that.
I'm certain that white man wouldn't jump up in my face like that either. And if he did, he would get the same treatment there.
Hey, look at the videos we see online all the time of brothers. Y'all said this earlier. What we gonna do? Why do people give other people passes, but they press the issue on somebody that looks like them? If a white dude walks down the street right now, Hispanic dude walks down the street right now and talk some shit to some brothers, they not gonna be quick to jump. But let another brother walk by and say, "Oh, forget you, N-word. Oh, nigga, whoa, what it do? They be ready to squab."
Shit.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that shit.
If somebody outside my race call me something else, I don't give a damn who you is. You give me these things.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you talking about.
Yeah, I'm fighting. Period. Yeah.
I can't even imagine a Hispanic dude Mexican walking down the street talking about nigga.
Yeah,
man, they gonna get their ass whooped.
Yeah.
You gonna get your ass whooped.
Because
I'm going to jail tonight.
Hey, Texas. Hey, Texas, you should know this. See, Russ don't really know this. You should know this. Well, Texas, you ain't been to California lately, but this shit goes on out here. Y'all can type in shit on YouTube and see gangs in Long Beach, Hispanic gangs that right nigga killer.
I know that, bro. I mean, you know, I stayed out there for a minute. I got, you know, but shit, man, gangs is everywhere, bro. People are dying there. So, other than that, man, that's just something, man. I don't know.
Well, part of getting out of a bad situation is getting out of our own delusion. Our delusion, we don't hate. I can say as a black race, we're the most accepting and loving race, I would say, of any people. How many black people have, you know, kids that have married somebody outside of the race and accept them like they own? As long as you love our child, that's all we want. So black people are not a hating race, but we
That's because I'll say, you know why we're one. My personal belief is that's because of religion. That's what we're taught. To turn the other cheek.
And I'm glad you said that, Russ.
even when they're the ones who doing the damage, but we supposed to love our enemy.
Mm.
So
And
I think we've been
haven't we been
conditioned.
taught falsely? Look at what we
Yeah, I
learning
agree.
now. A lot of the stuff that you've been taught is false. So you've been
True.
raised on false teachings.
Yeah, I mean, it was designed to keep you in check.
Facts.
That's the whole mission. It was designed to keep you in check. The best prison is a mental prison.
Talk
And
that
they
shit,
got you in
Russ.
a mental prison.
Talk that shit,
They
Russ.
I mean, I hate to say it, but that's what it is. Most religion is mind control. They forcing you to believe in something that you basically have no evidence in, but they're using man's fear of death to say, well, if you don't believe, you're going to go to hell. If you don't do exactly what what you're told to do by the word of God, which this word of God was probably written by a man anyway. So there's a lot of things when you're saying the topics, are you fooled? But religion is one of the number one things that got black people fooled.
It is. It is. I agree. And you know what? Like I said, this is something I wanted to bring up. I'm glad you said that. You know, like I said, like a lot of people, especially the elders, you know what I'm saying? Some of the elders push religion. How many older folks you know talk about their grandbabies or they kid who didn't grow up to be shit? You know what I'm saying? And all they do is go to church all the time and put all their money in church. And a lot of them doing bad. You know what I'm saying? You got some people who've been spending their last dime in church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's false teachings. Like I say, these people have raised their kids on false teachings. You've been trying to tell this kid how to do this, was supposed to go and do this, and you ain't did none of this shit and get mad when they don't.
But they were taught what they were being. Look, I mean, it's like generation after generation is just reteaching what they were taught. See, they got it into our head that this is what we're supposed to do, and we automatically teach it to our kids, even though we don't even evaluate it ourselves to see if it even makes sense. We just go with it because that's what we were taught as kids.
I mean, but at what we were taught as kids, religion is not pushed like that on black kids these days, how it was on us.
Right.
Like we had to get up. Like when I was young, we were Monday, Wednesday, and a Sunday. Like they don't push religion because people that are, if you look at it, man, most people that are our age are still running around listening to music that you have nothing that you can relate to. So as in the men these days and the women these days basically listen to the same shit that their children do. They like that's why I be like, look at men these days, like dressing with big ass moonwalk shoes on, skinny ass jeans, crop top shirt that come all the way down.
And you know why they doing that?
Because ain't no real women out there saying y'all niggas look goofy.
You're right. You're right. They like that. Some women actually like niggas in skinny jeans. Talking about, oh, that nigga look good in them skinnies. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Yup.
Daughter in his sister jeans. That shit ridiculous, man.
At a high level.
It is. It is. It's ridiculous, and it gets on my nerve. And you know, like I had a conversation with somebody earlier trying to justify and convince me why they should allow her son to compete in women's sports. And I'm just sitting there like, are you fooled?
Like, does he got a dick? Yeah. I don't care what he identifies as. If he has a dick, he's a man. And he doesn't need to be participating in female sports. And it goes vice versa. Or they just want to ignore signs, period. I mean, that's just like me saying I identify as a white man. You can't tell me I don't.
And you still ain't gonna get that loan.
I'm white. Shit, for real. Look, I feel I'm being discriminated against then. I'm trans racist, whatever, trans race. I'm a white man trapped in a black body.
Can you believe that though? Like I say, you know, I respect opinions. I respect what people believe, but when you try to convince me and get the bully effect with people you're with to convince me that this is right. Like, wait a minute. Like, how are you going to gang up on me and try to tell me that I'm wrong for saying I don't think I have 2 daughters? I said, I don't think my daughter should have to compete with no guy. Well, you're wrong for that, because if my boy feels like he's a girl, why should I have to make him compete with guys? And I'm like, are you fooled?
Right. Yeah, dick. He's stronger than most girls. He's faster than most girls. He's bigger than most girls. These are all reasons.
It don't matter about that. That man is a boy, and those are girls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it just is what it is, you know. And that's what I hate, because like I say, when it comes to us as black people, you know, a lot of people can say what they want about the black race, but when you voice your opinion about certain things, they try to categorize you as something that you're not. Like, wait a minute. Like you know, like going back to what that the officer said, Zachariah McKnight, is like, why do you penalize me for something, but officers who aren't black do the same thing? They didn't get written up, but you want to write me up. So if I file a lawsuit about that, you're looking at me like I'm a problem. You know, like, wait a minute, no, it's about fairness.
Everybody wants to be black till it's time to be black.
Real shit.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Chris Rock said that.
How you say that we're the most influential culture? Because you got to think about it, man. White people ain't got no culture, bro. They ain't got no culture. That's what they stole everybody else's culture. Like they have nothing else. So that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's just on the point of it's cool to be black till it's time to be black. Then that's when the cameras come out. Oh, look at these niggas. Look what they like. Nah, man. You just thought it was cool to sing all the songs, wear all the clothes and all that stuff. But then when it's time to, this and the third, you want to pull the towel way back up to the top of your neck and shit.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. What's up, Miguel, man? What's going on? Senor Miguel Rosario, what's going on? Hey, but real talk, man. That's some real shit. I mean, but hey, man, like I said, we have to stop bullshitting with ourselves. We gotta, how do I say it? A lot of people look to fight first. Sometimes you can conversate and divert things that would have went, tragic. You know what I mean? Use your words. You know, words are powerful, not only to get yourself out of trouble, but it can create peace amongst a crazy situation. You know, so like I say, sometimes open your mouth, you know what I'm saying? Like the fight first. Yeah, that's right in some aspects, but not all the time, you know. But hey, what's up, Big LA? You good? You on over there?
What's happening, man? What's happening? It's getting my house situated. That's all. You know what I'm saying? You can't ask for a body of people, I said that way, to have culture when they've been shown everything. At one point, we showed these people how to wash their ass.
What do you mean?
Just what I said. At one point, we showed them how to wash their ass with a cloth and soap
This is fact.
instead of
Actually,
water
yeah.
and so how do we expect who y'all think Balenciaga came up with half of that weird shit? Look, okay. Some of the stuff we think about, yeah, it'd be way the fuck out. So it'd be what it be. But we talking 90% of what they know.
Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. If you don't know about the Moors, Moors, people should go Google the Moors. You know what I mean? These were a civilization of people who taught the world basically what they know. A second round of black civilization after, another one 500 years previously, after the Dark Age. I mean, it's all there. And this is why I say what I say. A lot of people know the truth. We know the truth. Black people know the truth about themselves. It's not about hatred at all. I tell people this, man, I got a lot of cousins who are married to white people, Hispanic people. So we're not talking from hate. We're talking from realism here. Like as far as black people have to wake up. You want to show hatred towards everybody, even amongst yourself. Eliminate that. A lot of people don't realize why they won't get ahead in life. It's because of your intentions. Like I posted on my social media, a lot of people are scared to die because of the way that they're living. What do you think about that?
What you mean by people are afraid to die because of the way they live?
What'd you say, Russ?
What did you say? Your complex ass question.
I said, what do you think about that, man? I posted something on social media. I said a lot of people are afraid to die because a lot of people don't want to die because they're afraid to die because of the way that they're living. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's religion. I mean, that's part of religion. They don't want to go to hell. And like I say, it's the natural fear of the unknown. But I think more for you to say they don't want to die because they know they're not living right. So that would imply that they're scared to go to hell or they're scared of the afterlife because they know whatever. They're not, they haven't done right here.
I didn't say don't. I said some people are afraid to die because of the way that they're living. Some people, some people don't know religion. Some people believe what they see. Hell, some people believe everything they hear on the radio or on the news. Some of these people don't know what to expect. Like you said, the fear of the unknown, but it's just like in general, a lot of these people who do know that they're conscious, some people are conscious of what's going on and still tend to do wrong. So for people like that, it's like they're afraid to die because they know how they're living.
It goes back to there's some type of repercussions for that behavior. So if some type of, I won't say mystical, but worldly judgment that they're fearing, that's why they don't want to die, or that's why they're scared to die.
Let me ask y'all this question too. Hey girl, going off subject real quick. Do y'all feel it's all right for a 70-year-old man to be dating a 40-year-old woman?
Hell yeah. See why? They grown. Shit, they do what they want to do. Who am I to say it's wrong? Shit.
So, hey, Russ, your daughter's 40. She brings a 70-year-old man home talking, Daddy, this is what I'm going to marry. What do you say?
Shit, you sure about that? But that's her life. She's 40 years old. What the hell am I doing? It's not my life.
That you can't be biased saying it's so basically saying it's okay for a man to date a woman when it's that scenario. But if if a
30-year-old dude wants to get with a 70-year-old woman, that's fine too. If that's what he wants, but I don't think that a lot of them don't want that. But if that's what floats your boat, go ahead. I mean, how you gonna let society tell you what you should or should not do if it's making you happy? If you're not hurting nobody else, you don't have to worry about living up to society's expectations of what they believe should be going on. No, shit, you only gonna live once. Make yourself happy.
Well, I think that's like one of those situations maybe for another show, but that's like a double standard in the black community. Just like sitting in church, a lot of these older ladies be talking about them, the boys who play for the other team in church, but then when they get in their face, they be laughing and talking about how cute they are. So it's like a double standard. Some of these people need to get back to reality.
Don't be hypocritical, shit, but hey, keep the same energy.
Well, that's the thing too. Being hypocritical. Hey, and you know what, Tars? Let me ask you this: you being an attorney, man, are they being hypocrites in the state of Minnesota because they're entertaining possibly resentencing and maybe releasing Derek Chauvin, the guy that was convicted of killing Mr. Floyd?
George Floyd. Now, are they
Yeah.
being what now?
Is that being hypocritical? At first they convicted him and charged him. He's sentenced, and now maybe years later they're entertaining, possibly letting him out because of changes in certain laws or something like that. Like, what do you think?
I mean, is this a valid legal argument?
How long was he locked up?
I'm not 100% sure.
Right. If this is a valid legal argument, then I mean, unfortunately, that avenue exists for him to use or utilize.
Well,
but
I think the argument is it was an excessive punishment because of the media coverage of it. He was already socially convicted, basically like the media that Diddy's getting right now. He's already socially convicted. They're trying to say that, that happened to him, so he should be retried. Well, if that's the case, you need to do
it's
that
a whole
to
lot of people should be retried. Hell, they need to bring back Bill Cosby, R. Kelly.
How long was that dude in jail?
Well, he hadn't been in jail that long.
So then they gave him manslaughter.
Oh, he got, what was it? Didn't he get murdered?
I don't think he got manslaughter.
He got like 21 years.
How long? Okay, but if he's getting out soon, then they gave him the number.
No, I don't think he's getting out. I think they're entertaining.
Entertaining.
So,
they're entertaining.
He's proposing the argument, I guess, on appeal that somehow his sentence was excessive. But I mean, shit, it's his argument to make. We'll see how far it goes, but I don't really think it's going to go anywhere. There's a whole lot of excessive sentences in the criminal justice system. If you want to just look at it, we've been sentenced excessively for a long time, so it's not new.
Not new to us,
right? That's not new to us.
At all.
But still,
like I said last week, a recession don't affect us too much. Shit, we ain't had shit already.
Right. True. Hell, like I didn't even know we in a recession. Like, really?
Shit ain't never stopped for me.
We might be in one. Hey, we adapt so quick. Shit, it's like shit. Hey, look right now. Hell, the price. Y'all see that shit? I posted the price of eggs here in LA for the 30 package, $31.29. That's with tax. Crazy, so the total was like $33.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro,
yeah, that's crazy.
For a good pack of eggs out here in Arizona, you're gonna pay good about $10 maybe. It ain't the normal. A lot of food is hot. You know what I mean? In general, they'll give you every excuse in the book why they raise the prices on food, but this shit just continues to go up. It's like $100 in groceries 5-10 years ago was significantly more. You go to Fry's, wherever your store choice is, where you think you finna get the best deal, you know, for the minimal for you to eat to survive, you're gonna pay $80 or more. And you probably gonna go back to the store in a few days. That's not
$80. That's for the night.
Right. $80 not gonna last for a week.
Yeah. You know, nigga, that's a whole food is a whole bill,
man.
If you're trying to feed a family, man, that ain't shit.
A whole bill, my nigga. You can go. I've been to the store, and I'm a bargain shopper. If you want to say, one day I'm live and show niggas like, bro, I'll go reach for the cheapest shit I see throughout the whole store, and still spend over $60. Easy. Nigga be scratching my head like, damn, why the fuck I get here? But you know, by the time you get everything you need, and then if you got kids, you know, double that price. You think you finna spend $100?
Miguel said everything's expensive here in Florida.
Spend $200. I know I can go by there every 2 weeks and I spend $200.
You feel me? Easy, right? It ain't even the question at this point. It's like, you know, I know when I go to the store now, For the minimum, I'm gonna pay you $80.
Shit, that's
Now,
that's good. Shit, I'm up to like 50 a week.
The price I go to right here in my local neighborhood, you know, they got the markdown shit with the meats and everything, but still, when everything come together, like, you gotta think, you need your household necessities, shit that ain't cool, toilet paper, paper towels, you need diaper wipes, diapers, deodorant, lotion, toothpaste, milk, eggs. You know, eggs is damn near luxury now, nigga. What?
He said a luxury.
Eggs is a motherfucking luxury now, nigga. Ain't you remember back in the day at your
Shit,
auntie?
for $30 for some eggs.
Nigga whipping up the big ass pans of eggs and shit. You ain't getting that no more.
Nah, facts.
There must be some fucking ostrich eggs. Shit, $30.
You finna get these Kellogg's Frosted Flakes and you finna get this milk.
I don't eat them, so it don't
Nah,
matter.
no lie, that is getting high, man. Somebody out there the other day said, I think for a carton of 12, it was like $15. I was like, damn.
People
Man,
gonna still buy.
hell, you
How
ain't got
many
no
people
choice.
smoke cigarettes and they almost 20 a pack?
I ain't paying no
Almost
damn.
20 a pack for some Newports.
Smoking before I pay 20 a pack. I pay like 6.
I mean, I don't mean no harm. In California, why do you think so many people are smoking weed now? Because it's cheaper for them to buy weed than cigarettes.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Real shit. And you know what? California is become a weed haven. It's always been known for weed, even through the days when it wasn't legal. But now, you know, you got billboards everywhere. Come here, come to my shop. You know what I'm saying? You can today's special. You can get, you know, an ounce for $30 of top-notch shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you got people coming from all over just to come up in this shit. You know what I'm saying? To get some weed. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, when I step
It's
off
wild,
the plane
man.
in
Who would ever
LAX,
thought that something they consider drugs would be cheaper than cigarettes?
What'd you say?
Yeah, no, I was saying, who would have thought drugs would have been cheaper than cigarettes in 2025?
I mean, you gotta look at it here. Cigarettes are drugs.
It is. Stress and nicotine, well, stress and tobacco are been the number one killers in America for a long time.
Yup. So they've been having it on lock. It's just like you said, man. But you know that's probably the plan. That's probably the plan. Put cigarettes so high that it push it out. Then after a while they be outlawed.
See, big tobacco got too much money.
Yeah, they do. That they do.
Them lobbyists, yeah, and keep them in business.
Yeah, but it don't
Oh,
be
bunch
for
of damn money, man. But yeah, man. Hey, we've been on for over an hour, man. We've been on for over an hour. I know y'all in other states. It's late. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody tuned in. My boy Miguel down there in Florida. Shout out to everybody, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. But before we get up out of here, we're gonna do the normal. Hey, Texas, man, why don't you tell something to the people, man? You know, why don't you give them some knowledge, man? You know, tell them where they can find you. You know what I'm saying? What you got going on, if you got anything going on. But you know what I'm saying? Give the people some words of encouragement they can use for the rest of the week.
Man, rest of the week, man. You want some encouragement from your boy, man. I say, man, put God first, man, and take this one day at a time, man. And if you do, smoke a blunt. That's what I gotta say, man. That's about it. But man, you can find me right now, man. I ain't on no Facebook or nothing like that. I can't even tell you my Instagram, bro. I don't even be on that like that. You can give them that information if you want to, hell. But you can't catch me. I'm on Instagram at 6_5_Demi_God, man. Holla at your boy. But I appreciate you having me on this show, man. All y'all seem like some stand-up guys, man, and I wish to have more of this conversation at a later time.
For sure, man. Well, yeah, anytime, man. You're always welcome, man. Appreciate you. Time is valuable, but when you donate time, time is more precious than money. Some people may put money over time, but we appreciate you stopping by. What up, Yogi? You want to give the people some words, man? Tell them what you got going on. Let them know if the late hour show gonna be on tonight or what's going on.
Oh yeah, man. The late hour, we ain't going on tonight, man. But tomorrow we'll be live, man. Toxic Tuesdays. Be you, man. Don't be nobody else, and be you to 100%, man. Stay true to yourself.
That what's up, man. Go ahead, OG Russ. Russ said I got a V-neck on.
Jealous on you, jealous on.
Nigga, Big Bro Russell stepped up out of his bubble. My nigga got a V-neck on. You know what I'm saying?
A t-shirt, man.
My nigga fresh from the Elks. You understand me? My bad.
Russ said I had to take off that seersucker suit.
I just hear the jealousy, man. There's so much jealousy over here. Mm-hmm. No, but man, if you want, you can reach me at Strength Trouble.
They be hating on you, Russ. They be hating on you, man. Tell them. Hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah, I know. It's envy, man. It's the ones that's closest to you that's always out to get you, but
You gotta watch things, man.
It do not be your own people. Do not listen to your
That nigga Big LA.
yeah, it be your own people. That's what I'm saying. Be your own
You know how Big LA knows so much about the Elks because he be up there too.
Right? That's his spot. Shit, he VIP.
Look how he came up. Look,
any little baby that needs some escortmanship, you know what I'm saying? To the Elks, you dig, for a slight fee, you can pick me. All I'm saying.
Yeah, see, he VIP. He got his own personal sitting area and shit. He coming there. That's like everybody knows.
That nigga get free plates. He ain't got to pay for the plates. They know.
Shit, the DJ announce his name, and the hoes come
You
out.
We got Big LA in the building.
Yeah, they got a siren in the back. Shit, LA in the house. All hoes on deck.
That nigga got his own section at the Elks, nigga.
Yeah.
Inside and in the smoking area. He got his own little area. They'd be like, don't go over there, that's Big LA section.
It was roped off.
Roped off, nigga.
Hey, what up, Milo, man? We had Milo step up in here real quick.
What's going on, gentlemen? How y'all doing?
What's the word?
Chilling, just trying to recover from this shoulder surgery. Soreness and pain kicking my ass.
And so you got some good painkillers over there.
Oh yeah. Some good dope.
Yeah. You got some good shit over there, man.
Tylenol folds with codeine.
Already
that real shit.
Oh yeah. Don't take one of them.
Hey, Milo.
Yeah.
Hey, Milo. Hey, right before we get out, I want to ask you this question real quick, man. Like we spoke about this earlier, something we had a conversation about. Real quick, a lot of people online was coming to these were black people coming to the defense of Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think these people know about the history of Ukraine?
Nah, they don't have no clue because it don't take much studying to see. Ukraine is the home of neo-Nazism, modern day, and the ancestors fought with the Nazis. It's called the national hero is called, his name is Stepan Bandera. He's like an icon even in Nazi circles. They proclaimed him a national hero when the regime right before Zelensky took over. In 2014, they overthrew the democratically elected government with the help of the United States, and they installed a Nazi regime. I know it seemed ancient, seemed like it's dead, but it's not. It's like modern day neo-Nazis. They run a Ukraine. They so hardcore with it. um,
They run in
red,
the U.S. too.
the rednecks from the United States will go over there and train. They had like terrorists, white supremacist camps. You know, you can look at the history of the Rice Sector, the Azov Brigade, Azov Battalion. These are all the people who are in Zelensky's government right now. If they call one of us over there after dark, they'll lynch our ass. Them people is not somebody we support. The United States and certain elements within the United States supported them because they was wild enough to fight against the Russians. They trying to weaken Russia, so they'll use anybody, even some Nazis, to do it. But it don't take much study to find out them people hate black folk, you know. And Zelensky and his regime ain't nothing for us to be supporting.
So
Yeah,
a lot of the money that this new, yeah, we do. I agree with that. You're 100% right, Russ. But what do you say to the people? So what do you say to people who don't feel that way? You know, a lot of the officials here make it seem like a lot these other countries are very bad. But what do you say about the people who don't believe that stuff goes on here?
Well, what go on here? What, neo-Nazism and stuff like that here?
Yeah, some people think it's fake. Like, oh, that's that doesn't exist here.
Yeah, it exists. Yeah, right beneath the surface, the foundation of the United States at its core is racism, bloodshed, bigotry, transatlantic slave trade. It's right there, you know. And when they get a leader like Trump, who they think sending dog whistles to them, that's why you'll see them rise up and with the MAGA movement make certain statements and stuff. But it's always here, you know. Yeah, we can't fool ourselves. Some people think because Obama was elected, racism went away, and they use him as a mask to further do more racist stuff that they wanted to do. Most of those killings, Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, all that happened under Obama watch, you know. And him being the chief executive officer, all police departments fall under his branch. He could have unilaterally, without Congress, punished any one of them cops. He chose not to. In fact, he passed the Blue Lives Matter law. They gave police more powers in the midst of them killing us. So, you know, that was a smoke screen. But we like symbolism, and we often fall for what we think look good without doing further investigation.
Yeah, you're right. You know, it's a lot of stuff that I always say. Even you said too, Milo. Some people need to just read up on it. You know what I'm saying? Go do your own research.
They keep asking why. Why they pushing this on me? Why this on the news all of a sudden every day? Why they trying to force feed me this shit? Oftentimes the real news is 180 degrees different than what they tell you on TV. A lot of people, they tell you your enemy is really black folk friend. A lot of people, they say as our friend is really our enemy. You know, it's kind of ass backwards because, you know, we were allies with Russia during World War II. In fact, Russia really won World War II. We played a supporting role. They lost 20 million of their soldiers and citizens during World War II. They killed 75% of the Nazi soldiers during World War II. We came in the last couple of years, did a mop up. They the ones made it to Berlin and surrounded Hitler when he wound up killing himself. So one day they're allies, and then we don't like how their government going. The next day they become our enemy. You know, countries don't have permanent friends; they got permanent interests. And if you attach yourself to that emotionally, play this good and evil game, you'll be confused because who they support right now, the leadership in Israel, for example, Israel, the Bible is not the same as the country Israel today. They have instituted an apartheid state like South Africa, like the United States was in the South during Jim Crow segregation. They doing the Palestinians horrible. They can't be outside after a certain time. They cut water off and electricity to their neighborhoods when they choose to. In certain roads they can't drive on. They way worse than second-class citizens. And when they respond to that, by fighting back. They said, look at them, they terrorists, you know. But we support Israel. But the TV will tell us that the Israeli government is the good guys and the Palestinians is the bad guys, you know.
True. The media
Yeah,
will skew anything.
hey, that's you
They'll
right,
tell
man.
the narrative.
Yeah,
They'll
but that
tell them
Zelensky
anything, and
shit,
people
you
will
know,
believe that
throw
shit.
him out the window. Throw Zelensky out the window, black people. He ain't for us, trust me.
Well, you can't tell everybody that. Some of these black people are looking up to him as a great warrior leader. I'd be like, you fools are so stupid, and some of you are the same motherfuckers smoking rocks.
Yeah, he just a puppet, you know, a wicked puppet.
Aren't they all? Oh, look, aren't they all?
Yeah, majority of them, you know, because they all following. It's the same clique of people who were colonial leaders, brought us over here as slaves. Them families still alive. Them interest groups still alive to this day. That shit didn't just go away. You know, and that's the same people who want to keep control of the world. And as they see they grip slipping, that's when they go to wars, sanctions, embargo, bombing, to try to keep the power in traditional hands. We know what that is, traditional Europeans, people European descent. They want to maintain control of the world, even though they the smallest population in the world, you know. So the only way they can do it is by dominating, not playing fair, killing. That's the only thing they know.
Yeah, you're right, man. You are right, man. But hey, like I say, Milo, man, we appreciate you stopping in, man. Shit, hey,
Yeah, I'm
dropping
sorry I'm late,
that
man. I'm
knowledge,
just dealing
man.
with this shoulder.
He
Hey,
was asleep.
we appreciate you
He was
stopping in
leaning.
right now.
He
I was
was leaning.
leaning.
He was
It's time
leaning.
for me to pop a pill right now.
Yeah, he was leaning. Shit.
Hell
Y'all
yeah.
have a
Hey,
good
but
night, brothers. I love y'all. You know, I just wanted to hop on for a minute and we'll do it again. Y'all have a good night.
Same to you.
You
for
too.
sure, man.
All right.
Hey, BLA,
Love who love
you
you.
still on, Big LA? Go ahead, man. Let's get up out of. You want to give them some words real quick?
Hey man, love who love you. Anybody who don't, fuck them. You dig what I'm saying? Give a motherfucker the same energy they give you, and make sure you tell the ones that really do give a fuck that you love them, because they love you too. Meantime, but in between time, I fuck with you.
Right. I'm out.
That what's up, man. That what's up. We'll be back here next week, man. Next Monday. We holler at y'all.
Y'all
West
be
of the
easy.
110.